Hey guys, so this time I want to talk about all my Scream Factory movies, and Scream Factory to me is a really cool company that gives a lot of horror movies a uh, new breath of fresh air in terms of like they're either discontinued or reviled by a lot of people, or they're very niche, which is really cool because as a horror fan, there's a lot of horror films I have not seen, and this is a really cool way to actually give me some films that I haven't seen that are out of print to buy and support and watch. And I really enjoy Scream Factory. I think they are a really spectacular company for the horror genre, especially for films too that either are bare bones like DVD or Blu-ray, and they give all these special features that have never been anywhere else because the studio doesn't care. Like for example, Universal does that a lot with movies where they just put it out bare bones. And I really enjoy that Scream Factory does this for fans of horror. It really gives them a lot of films that are cult following films or niche films that get a new lease on life being released by Scream Factory. So let's get started. The first one is a runner-up because this one is technically not a Scream Factory release, and it's a DVD, and it's the Phantasm Collection, and the only one that is Scream Factory is the second one, which, see right there, it says Scream Factory on it. And that's why this is not technically, it doesn't technically count completely, because it's just the second one, which is fine, but that's one of the ones that I have that's not fully, like, a whole Scream Factory, like, sit. And then this one is also a honorable mention as well, the 2-pack Scream Queen double feature, which is The Fog and The Howling. And I got this at Walmart for $8, and if I knew that this was bare bones and had no special features, I wouldn't have bought this. I would have bought these singularly, and I think I still will. So if you're looking to buy this at Walmart, be wary in the fact that there's no special features at all. I really wish that it was special features as well, but it's literally just each film, and I really want to have the special features for The Fog especially. So this one counts too, but it's a 2-pack that doesn't have all the special features that Scream Factory usually has. So I'll get those singularly eventually. And then we've got the Steelbook of Prince of Darkness, which I did not see this movie before I bought this. So this was an excellent way to spend $20 to buy this movie, which I thought was actually really fucking awesome. Look at this Steelbook, isn't that beautiful? You can see like Donald Pleasance right there. It's just an incredible looking steelbook, and there's a lot of them that I want to get that I haven't got yet. Like They Live has like a cool steelbook, and a lot of other Carpenter ones, and Escape from New York. They've got a lot of cool Carpenter ones that are steelbooks that I want to get because I don't have them on Blu-ray yet, so I'm going to try to get those sometime. And then we come to Psycho 2, which, just as a movie on its own, I think is a fantastic sequel. Like, this is incredible. But the Scream Factory version is awesome because it's got this audio commentary with Tom Holland that I love, and I've listened to a couple times. So interesting. So interesting the way that he talks about how this movie being made 23 years after the original Psycho, and how he perceived that, and how Tom Holland, who's already a fantastic director anyways, like, he wrote this, actually, I don't think he directed it, it was Richard Franklin, but Tom Holland had the commentary in this movie, and I don't know if Richard Franklin is still alive. He might have passed. I don't know, but I think they might have said that in the commentary. But overall, this is an awesome transfer, and this looks great, and it's a great sequel. Then Psycho 3, and this one's got an actual cover to it, and not all of these movies have the slip covers because I either didn't get them at once or I just couldn't find them any other way. Which is fine because it's the same artwork, but Psycho 3 is just, it's fun too. It's not as good as 1 and 2, but it's fun. And I still need to buy 4 at the beginning. I just haven't bought that. So then I've also got the remake, which is a movie that's reviled by many, many people. Just consider one of the worst remakes ever because it's literally just shot for shot in color with different actors who don't do as good of a job, for the most part. But regardless, this has a great commentary too, as well as 3. I like the Psycho franchise. I think have great comedies or commentaries with that Scream Factory puts out with these either directors or writers from these movies, and gives their take on how they're perceived. Like this one is interesting because it's got the director of the Psycho Legacy and this editor, Amy Duddleston, and they both talk about how reviled this movie is, and I think it's very interesting and really fun to see how they perceive this movie from their point of view and not an audience point of view, because how people perceive this. And then we come to Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, which, again, is an awesome movie. And this has some of the coolest artwork, I think, out of all of the movies, like, that Scream Factory has done. This is one of the best ones. Isn't that just gorgeous? That's just amazing. The buzz is back. But this is a great transfer, and I think the commentary is great on this too. And the special effects I haven't seen all on this one yet, because I just got it like a couple weeks ago, but it's fun. And then Child's Play, the original. Now, I'm hoping that they release 2, 3, and Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky on Scream Factory release. Universal has just put out bare bones copies of 2, 3, Bride, and Seed to be released. But they did that with Psycho 2, so people are all worrying, like, oh, they're not going to make any Scream Factories for Child's Play 2 through Seed, but I think they still are, because they did that with the Psycho franchise, where they put the sequels out too, regardless that Scream did it too, so I hope that they do that, and I think that they will. I think it's just a matter of time before they release the other Chucky ones, which I'm incredibly ready for, because 2 and 3 are bare bones completely on DVD and Blu-ray. So I'm hoping to see more special features from those. But this one, again, has an awesome commentary from Tom Holland, which, again, he's a great director, and I like his insight on this movie and how it was perceived and how he worked with everybody involved. And it's got like 2 or 3 different commentaries, which the other couple I've listened to whenever I had the DVD versions of this movie. But this is a great transfer as well. And then The Burning, which is a movie that I watched first time buying it as a Scream Factory release, which that is beautiful artwork as well. This is great. There's an audio commentary I haven't heard before. There's a trailer, and there's not many special features in this one, but the movie itself, just how it looks, and the movie is fantastic, so that one's great. And then we come to the Sleepaway Camp trilogy, which, love the first one, just amazing. Second one is really a great sequel in my opinion, and the third one is fun. It's not as, like, it's a step down, like every one of the movies stepped down for me, and I haven't seen Return yet, which I hear is god-awful, but those 3 are great, and the commentaries are great on that, and some of the special features and documentaries, especially for the first one. There's a documentary about the making of Sleepaway Camp, which is great, and it actually really gives more, like, praise to this movie, and how a lot of the actors involved didn't understand that this became a cult film, and I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a cool documentary. And then this is awesome artwork too, Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is great. And this one is really cool because even though they couldn't completely make it HD, they got all of the deleted footage, the unrated footage for this movie, and incorporated it into this film. Even though it's not fully HD, they tried their best to restore the negative, but they couldn't. But even if they couldn't, they still did something that a company would never do. Like, I think Columbia Pictures might have was the person who, like, put out this movie, but they wouldn't do anything like that with this type of movie. And I'm glad that we've got, like I said, Scream Factory to do this for us. So this is a great one too. It's awesome just having an extended cut of that. And then The Strangers, which is I think it's a really good horror movie, and I haven't actually watched this one yet, like, on this transfer. I've watched the movie, of course, a couple times, but I've not seen the transfer of it yet, and I'm assuming it's fine because it's a 2008 movie. I feel like it's going to look great. But this one, and there's one more that I haven't seen that I'll get to that I haven't actually watched yet, like the Scream Factory version, even though I've seen it before. But The Strangers I need to look into on the special features, because I haven't looked on that yet for this one. But then Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. This one's really cool too, and this is one that I did not see before I bought this, and this is a cool way to see it. Incredible artwork as always. Only thing I've seen so far is the movie, and this I haven't watched any features yet, but this one is a really cool movie. And then Hell Night, which is really cool. A cool Linda Blair movie that is really fun. It's kind of silly, but it has a good scary tone to it at the same time. And it's also got Peter Barton in it. And the only thing, I've only actually watched the movie on this and not watched any features yet. But it's the new 4K scan of it, which it looked really great. And then Misery, which is the other one. Wait, no, there's three of them. This one, The Strangers, and Exorcist 3 are the only ones I haven't watched yet. Again, on the Scream Factory release. But Misery, like, I had to get this, of course. Fucking Misery, just amazing movie. I just haven't rewatched it on this version because I saw it a while back again. Not too long ago, so I just haven't had the need to watch it yet, but since I own it, I'm so glad I did, and I got it at Walmart for $13, which is an incredible steal for a Scream Factory movie, too. So I haven't watched this one, but the movie, of course, is fucking amazing. And then Drag Me to Hell, which is really fantastic. Just love this movie. The new transfer is really great, even though it probably looked fine before on regular Blu-ray, but this is really, really great, and it's one that I watched the unrated version. I haven't seen theatrical, but I really enjoyed this transfer, and I really want to see the features on this one because this is one that I've just watched the movie for. But I'll definitely check the features out on it sometime. Then Exorcist 3, which is a shame that I haven't watched the director's cut yet. I've of course seen the original cut, theatrical cut, a lot of times. But I'm waiting to review the movies, the Exorcist movies, before I actually watch the director's cut, which is the one I will be using for my review. So this one I got like for $12 too, at like a used like video store, and it really just, like, this movie alone, like, I haven't touched the movie, but like I've seen it before, of course, and it is fucking fantastic, and I love it, and I really should review the Exorcist movie so I can have the excuse to watch the director's cut, because I still haven't seen it yet. And this, like, Silent Night, Deadly Night, I think does the thing where it incorporates footage, but it's not going to be a full 4K scan or a full 1080p scan. It's going to look like an old, like, video file. It's not gonna look good, but that's still awesome that they spent all the time and effort to try to make a restoration scan of this deleted footage. So I'm excited to watch this director's cut, but haven't watched it yet. And then Troll 1 and 2. Love Troll. Troll's so fun. Troll 2, truly I think one of the best bad movies ever. And they've also got the Best Worst Movie documentary on this, which I've watched, really enjoyed. Such a fun, interesting way of showing that actor who played the dad and how this movie has affected him. It's mostly about him, but it shows a lot of the other actors involved in the movie. But it is a really fun documentary. Like I said, both these movies are so fun. Troll 2 is just laughably hilarious. I love it so much. And then my last one, the big one, the Halloween collection complete. All of the movies, except for the new one, which of course is coming out. But take out these real quick. But of course, like, you've got Halloween 1, Halloween 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 director's cut. 6 theatrical cut and producer's cut. And 2 has the TV cut. And then 1 has the extended cut. And then H2O, Resurrection, Rob Zombie 2. And then this booklet, which is really cool because it's got all these different, it writes about the films and how they were made, and just involving how they were created, and it's a really interesting read. Like, I really enjoy this book. It's not long either, and this collection is fantastic. Like, this is one of the coolest sets like I've ever seen, and I knew, like, I regretted missing out on the Friday the 13th box set, which is that one that's like $600 online now, new. And I feel like this is probably going to be the same case, where this is going to be extremely expensive because it was such a limited release. So I had to buy it, and I had to buy it especially since I didn't buy the Friday the 13th one. So, so yeah, I really love this set. This is a fantastic set. I've seen these movies billions of times, rewatching them again and again and again on these, and this is the best way to watch them. And there's a bonus disc as well, which has like, and it's inserted in Halloween 2, but there's a bonus disc where it has the extended cut of Halloween 1, the documentaries for Halloween 4, 5, and 6, since those are pretty much bare bones, and then all these different features for each film that you didn't get in the other releases. So that's an incredible set, and just incredibly beautiful. Like, look at all that artwork. That's so cool. There's Michael right there. But I love this set. That's so awesome. Just love Scream Factory, and I really love their films that they are releasing. And there's a lot of films that I want to buy. Like, I'm gonna literally go broke just buying all these because there's just so many. So many I want. They just announced Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, and then Exorcist 2, which I fucking love Exorcist 2. It's terrible, but I love it. And then Texas Chainsaw Massacre: Next Generation is terrible, but I love it. And then they announced 3 Carpenter films, Someone's Watching Me, and In the Mouth of Madness, and Memoirs of an Invisible Man. They just announced those, so I'm so excited to see what Scream Factory comes up next after those. But I really love Scream Factory. It's just such a cool way to bring these old movies that are mostly for cult status. They're not for like moviegoers that are like ones that just are casual moviegoers. This is for real fans of horror, and I really love this, and I love that there's a lot of movies that I haven't seen that I want to see. I definitely want to buy stuff like Serial Mom. That's what I want to buy next. I really want to see that movie. Like Slumber Party Massacre movies, I want to see those because those are out on Scream Factory. I'm just excited to see what else. I want to buy a lot more, and I guess I'll update whenever I buy new ones, but this collection I got right now is really a great collection, and I really am proud of it, and I'm really excited for what they do next. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll probably do other collection videos, but this one is just the one I'll do for the moment. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.